So I'm just about to load my videos on Sunday. Had spaghetti on my shirt. Had to take my shirt off. It's one of my favorite sweaters of all time. Top 5, easy, of all time. Running Aces hat. Haven't seen that in a year. I think if you go through all my videos over the last year, you haven't seen this hat. I don't even know where it came from. It just appeared out of nowhere. So I got a couple of oldies but goodies on here, and I realized with everything, I was on the phone all day long. Now, just for my own personal reassurance, I was on the phone talking to vets and people all day long, and it dawned on me. I hadn't done an opening video. I did all my videos. Did all my videos all day long, but wanted to do an opening video. Wanted to make sure that I got a good look at last night. I felt so bad. Donato last night. I post-braided that horse. For those of you who watch the simulcast, I know there's a lot of our clients do. That horse post-braided and scored down. He was a winner with 3 minutes to post. Donato was an absolute winner in my mind. And then the worst sound I ever want to hear happens. Ting. 3 minutes to post. I look down. The hobbles broke. Now, these are brand new hobbles, brand new loops, brand new ropes, brand new pulleys, and I think when they installed the pulley, whoever put the nut on the bottom, so the pulley apparatus is a casing, a pulley, a pin goes through the middle, and it screws underneath. Whoever put that nut on didn't put it on well enough, and it just worked its way off and fell off. Hobbles are destroyed. Now, the biggest fear as I was going back to the paddock, knowing that my hobbles that I have in my hand are destroyed for the night. There's 2 trots. Race 2, which I watch very closely. I'll talk about that in a minute. And race 7. There's no other hobbles in the paddock. I thought, as I come off the track, I thought there was a legitimate possibility that we were going to have to scratch Donato because we did not have trotting hobbles. How embarrassing would that be? Well, been an embarrassing enough weekend. At that point, it was just really the cherry on top for the weekend. You know, the babies went so good, really just kept me from slipping into depression on the weekend. You know, well, not really. It takes a lot for me to get too depressed, but I couldn't believe what was happening. So the the paddock had hobbles. We had to rig them together. And for those of you that are horsemen, Donato wears a long trotting rope. Maybe 38 inches, I think is what it is. And maybe you don't know what trotting hobbles are. They range in sizes. So what I'm talking about is from the loop, you have the loop, the rope, and the pulley. From loop to loop, that length of rope, 38 inches is how long I want it. That's how long we've had our ropes. We've had them shorter and longer. 38 inches is where I kind of like them being. For those of you who may be ever concerned about something like that, 38 inches. The length of the rope that were on Donato going to the gate was somewhere 27, 28. They were the shortest rope I've ever seen in my life. It was impossible to set the hobbles, and I didn't have any time to set them. Go on the track and go directly to the starting gate because we've held up the race now. It was a complete and utter debacle from 3 minutes to post till when he made a break going into the first turn. Over and done with. So Donato makes a break. Now, Barbie's Crown race terrible. And really, truthfully speaking, Sweet Ambitions race good. She's 2 weeks from probably a win in that class or close in that class. I was very happy with how Sweet Ambitions felt last night and how she raced. Very heartbroken over Donato, and in the middle of all that was a very, very good win from Oh So Pine. He raced very good. James drove him good. Everything worked out good. The horse won. He raced great. It really helped out my demeanor and my state of mind heading into, Donato made a break. Ultimately, it's just shitty luck, right? For the horse's hobbles to break going to the gate. And we dealt with it as best we could. But when looking over the whole night, I was disappointed in Barbie. She scoped a little sick, but that's the excuse she had last time. I'm not going to have one of these horses that always have mucus in their throat. So I think Barbie's Crown she's got a lot of work to do if she wants to stay in this stable. Sweet Ambitions was good. Then I didn't even watch Oh So Pine. My day was going, aside from the babies, everything was frustrating me to such a point, I didn't even watch the race for Oh So Pine. Missed the race. I get informed after the race by somebody, the horse raced great. And I forgot he was racing. All I got was a text saying, horse looked awesome. I just got done driving Sweet Ambitions in Barbie's Crown. My answer to that particular person who's a friend of mine is, are you on crack? Question mark. No emoji. Straight question. He said, So Pine looked great. I said, I forgot he raced. So Pine raced great. Congratulations to the owners, my partners. James did a great job. Cindy and Jason did a great job. Aside from an obvious massive elephant in the room when it comes to Kevin, I've made a video about Kevin. We are going to work through it. I spent all day trying to find my own information, trying to figure out, was there something I missed? Was there something I did wrong? And it looks like Kevin could have very well. Anyway, I'm not going down that road. This video is not going to have anything to do with that. So, talking about the horse that raced last night, So Pine raced good. The horses in Ohio are racing good. Our horses, aside from some obvious missteps, are racing good. Fox Valley Britsko won easily this week. Won My Heart Hanover was third in the final of the series and looked very, very good doing it. Rooney Blue Chip, an easy winner. I don't want to harp on Rooney, but I thought if you're ever going to buy a Rooney Blue Chip, it would have been after the other night, but apparently not. Rooney raced good. No takers as of yet on him. And then So Pine looked absolutely fantastic. I think as far as the babies go, definitely kept me sane, but just a great, great day. I'm just trying to look at the horses that made mistakes, made breaks. Nobody in the first set looked great. Stonebridge Dolce made a break. Arches Rainbow made a break. There's two and only two so far. Blue Bayou Dio made a break. 3, Prairie Fire made a break. Recovered, trained awesome. 4, nobody in the fifth set. Still at 4. Matt's MVP, 5. Nobody outside of him, 5. Granite Hill knuckled over. I'll call it a break, but the poor bugger tried not to break. 6. Granite Hill, 6. Hill of Magic, 7 out of 47 horses. 45 horses, 7 breakers. None of those 7 breakers concern me. I know I got a lot of emails about Matt's MVP and you need to do this and you need to do that. I know what I'm going to do. All right, thanks. But Matt's MVP, I know what you need to do. It's just relax. July 1st, July 2nd, 3rd, 4th, whenever the hell his first stake is a long way away. So Matt's MVP will be fine, and all the other horses, like I said, they may have made breaks, but I have no concerns with their overall attitude, work ethic, or gait. We will get them all dialed in over the next, as I said, 70 days. When it came to the horses, geez, my top 10 list from the Saturday was on there, is on the video list. My top 10 list overall. Now, they're 2 different lists, right? It's only fair. One is a list that is encompassing the entire body of work of the entire barn from start till now and into the future. My projections also is a top 10 list. I did that because Jimmy's top 10 list is also released tonight, Sunday, to you. And it was interesting how the contrast to his list to mine. So I, too, am very interested to do one from Amy, Johnny, James, Brody, Mario. Got 5 lists coming your way. I will get them done throughout tomorrow and into Tuesday. And I looked at the list, and I watched Jimmy's video again. I watched my video again. And I'm looking and saying, okay, first off, the biggest mover by far of the week, Sweet on Pete. And there's a lot of people out there that were dumping shares of Pete all winter long. Couldn't wait to get rid of Pete. Pete's a terrible animal. And I kept telling everybody, take your time. There's lots of it. Sweet on Pete will come around. She certainly came around the other day and looked very, very good. Now, you're going to have the naysayers say, she didn't look that good. The people that say she didn't look that good are the people that sold the shares for next to nothing all winter. Sweet on Pete looked very good on Saturday. Will to Win Hanover, very good. Rose above it. Bomb Hugger looked good again. All right, I'm going to go with Bomb Hugger one more time over the next couple of weeks at some point. I'll let her dance. We got her exactly where we want her, back somewhere closer to neutral and not qualifying next week. So Bomb Hugger finished second, but looked good. Isa 10 looked incredible again. World for 2. I believe somebody might have told you that after the corks came off, we'd be able to let his hobbles out and he'd start coming forward and he'd look good. I can't remember who that person was. I'm sure it'll come to me at some point. Almost there, boss. Although I wasn't impressed. I went with him. Wasn't super impressed with the way he behaved Saturday. I'm almost certain we can fix it. We changed his shoes up front, but they were only on him 24 hours. Minor shoeing change behind. Castration, absolutely for sure. Let his hobbles out 2 to 3 weeks. I think you are going to see a different almost there, boss. Miss Mildred looked incredible again. Of Tom, I kind of in my top 10 list overall, I kind of threw a little shade on her, right? She's a much better filly than that. I mean, this affiliate got beat by Betterby Sawyer, popped out from behind me, a pacer who can pace really, really quick for a short period of time. She blew right by me. I got a big giant giraffe of a trotter. She's a little field mouse and just screamed right by her. It's not that shocking. But Of Tom's looking good also. Super, super impressed with her. So we had a decent week. You guys know what I'm talking about. The elephant in the room, you know. Our entire week, we've had a great 2 weeks. And our entire week, just they threw water on the fire that we had going. And not they at all. So at the end of the day, this is something that, you know, I'm not trying to downplay what took place. It's incredibly frustrating for me, incredibly disappointing. Runs against everything we've worked so very, very hard to build over the last 5 years. And something we're going to have to work hard to build back up. I don't think anybody out there watching this video, any of our clients or the people that are associated with us, believe that anybody at this stable in our barn, whether currently or past employed, would be trying to do anything malicious. I mean, we understand what's at play here, right? I've sold horses that if our horses can't do, we'll sell them. And I've watched some of them come forward going to other barns, and that's completely fine with me. We're looking to build something that's outside of the industry and bridge the general public to this industry, and that is certainly no way to do it. But as I said, we'll move forward and grow from this. So I wasn't going to talk about it. It's impossible not to talk about, right? I talked about it in another video. I gave you guys an update about what is going on with Kevin, what is going on with the horses, and I will continue to throughout the week. So, a little bit of a damper, right? A little dull mood. It's such a great day of training. The horses are racing very good, but nevertheless, this is the reality we live in. There's no sticking your head in the sand and pretending nothing happened. It did, but we will move forward together. So, for those of you who reached out to me with kind... We get the best clients in the universe, honest to God. For those of you who reached out with kind messages, I truly appreciate it. Although I never look or ask for kind messages, it certainly is delightful to open up my emails and see kind words spoke about us and our people in a time that casts shadow on what kind of people we are, really. So thank you again. I know that everybody stands behind us 100%, and obviously we stand behind you. So I hope you all had aside from that, I hope you all had a great week and a great weekend. The weather is absolutely spectacular Saturday and Sunday here in Ontario. I know in Ohio they're starting to vaccinate for people my age. I can get a vaccination in Ohio. I'm going to work all week to see if there's clarification for the rules. Right now, if I got a vaccine in Ohio, I would still have to quarantine when I came home. So I'm looking to get a little clarification from someone. I don't know who. From someone on when that will be looked at, right? So hopefully we can get that done this week too. So a few little hills to climb this week, and then hopefully we'll have some positive resolution from that over the next 3 or 4 days, and that will be that. Never a dull day here at the stable. It is something else. So with that, I will bid you adieu. I hope you all had a great weekend, and I hope we all have a great week. Take care.